Hey YouTube, I'm back again. I'm here to show you this week's pickups. It's all the items that have arrived over the last week. Some of these have been purchased the week before and a couple of weeks ago. But everything that's here has arrived in the last week, or I've actually bought out in the wild over the last few days. So firstly, these few come from eBay. And first we have an Arrow release. This is Stormy Monday. I picked up this really cheap. I think the guy was asking $7.99 or best offer. And you know me, if there's a best offer on something that I'm interested in, I'm not going to buy it now. I offered the guy £6 and he accepted. So I was really chuffed about that. It's a 2-disc Blu Ray and DVD, comes with a booklet. I think this came out quite recently, certainly over the last few months. I don't think it's been out that long. Yeah, I was really chuffed to have got that for such a great price. And then a DVD I saw somebody talking about on here on YouTube quite recently, and I thought it was one that I'd never seen, and apparently it's been out of print for quite a long time. This is Gleaming the Cube. It's an 80s movie with Christian Slater, and judging by those pictures it looks very, very 80s. I don't know much about this film, but apparently it's been out of print for such a long time. But I picked this up for nothing. I mean, it was £2 and a few pence, so I thought that was a good deal for something that had been out of print for such a long time. And this was, I think this was the bargain of the week. This is the Aerodrome release of George A. Romero's Trilogy of the Dead, The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. Now generally, I've been looking for this for quite a while, but I see them for sale on eBay and Amazon between about 20 and 30 quid. I just stumbled across this a few days ago on eBay, and it was £6 and 15 pence on a buy. Now I thought, there's no way I'm going to pass that up. It was it's an absolute bargain. And it comes in the slipcover with all 3 movies. These are all in slim cases, very similar to the Gates of Hell trilogy Aerodrome release. It comes with a single booklet, just the one booklet for the 3 movies. All of them, of course, have reversible art, like pretty much all Arrow releases do. But yeah, I'm so happy to have got that. This was pretty much top of my wish list when it comes to the Aerodrome release. There's still quite a lot I need to get, but this one was definitely the one I was looking to get the most. And then finally, I think from eBay, again this was another bargain. It was only a £5, which is even cheaper than CX sell this for second hand. This was brand new. This is Sherlock, the Abominable Bride, the Christmas special from a few years ago. Like I say, it's brand new, factory sealed. It's a 2-disc edition. It comes with a colouring poster apparently. But yeah, great score. And then this one, in my search for to complete the Aerodrome collection, I was looking on various websites to see if there's any bargains. This popped up on base.com for £3.50. The Initiation. I'm not seeing this one. I know there's a Blu Ray release of this out now from Arrow, but excuse me. Yeah, for £3.50 I had to grab that. And then this I got off Amazon a couple of weeks ago from a seller in Japan. Even though it was on Amazon UK, the seller was in Japan. And it's a pretty rare HD DVD. It's the Japanese version of Sahara. Great movie. Really do enjoy this. This for the HD DVD aficionados out there, this is a Dolby True HD. So that's pretty good. Apparently the American release, well, not apparently, the American release doesn't have Dolby True HD, because I double checked on that after I got this the other day. So yeah, really pleased to have got that. Then on Friday after work I'd wander around the charity shops, didn't really find anything in the charity shops, but Poundland again had got some more Blu Rays in, so I couldn't resist, I had to grab a few. These are all £1 each, of course. The prints, don't know anything about this, but the cast is okay, I guess. Bruce Willis isn't that great these days, but I do like John Cusack, so hopefully that'll be reasonably good. I got That Awkward Moment, comedy that I've not seen but looking forward to. Another comedy. Wedding Video. Robert Webb and Rufus Hound are usually really funny, and Lucy Punch, oh yeah, very underrated, I think. Yeah, so give that one a go. Film I've never really heard of, but again it's a reasonable cast. Parental Guidance. Transformers Dark of the Moon, not the best of the series, but I don't think it's the worst. And then one that I've never heard of, and to be honest it looks terrible, but it's got V. Jones in it, so I'll give it a go. Age of Dragons also has Danny Glover. And then yesterday, another pound shop, and a few more Blu Rays. I grabbed Muppets from Space, The Lodge, which is a 101 Films release, The Hole. This is the newer film called The Hole. Unfortunately it's not the Keira Knightley one from the early 2000s, which is an awesome movie. Movie actually I thought I already owned, but when I checked, it seems that I don't. Epic animated film, and grab this one really for the cast. Such a good cast in this. I watched this afternoon. It was fantastic. Yeah, an absolute score for £1. Such a good thriller, kind of botched heist movie. There was the only special feature on it was a kind of a making of interviews with the cast type of thing, and one of the producers, I think it was saying that when they read the script, it reminded them of Dog Day Afternoon, and I totally agree. It was very, very reminiscent of Dog Day Afternoon, which is a film I really, really love. But yeah, this was quite a gem. I'm really glad I picked that one up. And also, while I was out yesterday, I had a quick look in CEX, a film I've been looking for out in the wild for quite some time. And this is one a couple of years ago I wasn't even interested in watching, let alone buying. The 3D Blu-ray of Batman vs Superman. When I first saw the trailers for this movie, I definitely had no interest in seeing it whatsoever. Just didn't appeal to me at all. Big fan of the Marvel movies. Man of Steel, you know, was the first of these DC movies, I guess, was okay, but it wasn't great. And last summer, I got my brother the Steelbook edition of this for his birthday, because that's what he wanted. It was actually the Ultimate edition of this that he wanted, but I saw the Steelbook for sale which had the Ultimate edition on, so I grabbed him that for his birthday, and he persuaded me that I should watch it, that the Ultimate edition was a far better movie than the theatrical version. So he lent me it and I watched it, and you know what, I did enjoy it. It was great. It really surprised me, and so yeah, I've been looking for this out in a while. I've seen it a couple of times. Well, I've seen it a few times on the internet, but it's been a bit more than I want to pay. I've only seen this once before in CEX. I'd say I've seen it. It wasn't this version. It was listed on the website as being the 3D version, and it was a store not too local, but within, you know, sort of half an hour's drive away. And while I was there, I had to wander around that town anyway, because they've got lots of charity shops. But the version they had on the shelf was just the normal 2D version. For whatever reason, it had been priced up with the wrong label and showed as the 3D version. And of course, it showed on the website as being the 3D version, so that was quite disappointing. But when I was looking the other day on the website, my local store had this in stock, so I went in yesterday. And there it was, complete with the slipcover, which I was really happy. It's £8. Probably the maximum price I wanted to pay for this, but yeah, I was happy I picked it up. And also from CEX, I picked up first season of Outlander. Sure, I've not seen any of yet, but from what I understand, it's a kind of time travel TV show, and I've said many times before how much I love time travel as a science fiction subgenre, and so I'm hoping this is well, from what I know about this show, it starts off in one time, somebody time travels back in time to another time, but then I think the whole season stays within that time zone, from what I can gather. And whether the time travel back at the end of the show, I don't know. I mean, there is a second, I think there's even a third series coming, so I don't know how that's going to work. I do prefer more science fiction-y, I guess, time travel shows. But yeah, I'm going to give this a go. This is a limited edition box set from the first series. Comes with this slipcover, one of these very soft touch, almost feels like a rubbery texture to it. But yeah, this was a tenner, which I thought was pretty good. Continues a limited edition. When I first saw these, they were like 30 odd quid. And from what I can gather, come out, there doesn't appear to be an equivalent looking set for season 2. I haven't seen one. I've looked online, and I can't see one for sale. Whether that just means nobody's got one for sale at the moment, or whether it means there was never like a limited edition set like this released for the second series, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this. It comes with quite a booklet. Stuff about the show, and whoever owned this originally, it looks like they kept everything. These stickers that were on the original packaging that they seem to have cut out and kept before they traded it in, which I thought was quite weird. And then you've got this folding out, so you've got a bunch of art cards in there, and you've got all your discs in these sleeves. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. And then finally, I went into HMV yesterday, specifically for something which I ended up not buying, which was the shock treatment box set from Arrow. I was a little bit on the fence when it first got announced that it was coming out. I thought, well, if it's a limited box set, I'm going to have to get it, because if I don't and I decide to get it in the future, it's going to be expensive. And at the end of August, which Arrow quite often do on their video deck website, there's a newsletter which I'm subscribed to, which comes usually at the end of every month. Quite often they list all their limited editions that are available, the stock they have left, not necessarily numbers but percentage of, or I guess percentage of that's sold. And there's two different versions of not packaging versions of shock treatment. I guess the contents are pretty much identical, it's just the packaging that's different. And one was 50% sold out, the other was 70% sold out. Now, a week before release, with that many left, suggested to me that it was going to be around for a while. And I thought, while I was going into town, you know, into HMV, because my local town doesn't have an HMV anymore, it closed down a few years ago, I'd go and pick it up. And when I eventually found them on the shelves, which took some doing, I was really disappointed with the packaging. I had seen a couple unboxings on YouTube, although they weren't unboxings in the sense that they were open and showing you the contents. They were just two sealed ones, and it looked like they'd received crush damage in the post because of the flimsy packaging. I guess a similar thing happened when Bride of Reanimator limited edition box set came out a couple of years ago, before they started doing the sturdy, thick slip cases for their limited box sets. And I didn't get mine in the post. I ordered it, but because of things that happened with Amazon, it ended up going back. I never received it. So rather than reordering it from Amazon, I went and bought that in HMV. So it just so happened that time the one I got was totally mint. And it wasn't until after I'd bought that I'd seen people getting squashed ones. And I think this has happened again with shock treatment, because the boxes are that flimsy. But when I actually looked at them in store, the packaging is awful. I couldn't believe how cheap it looked. So I decided not to bother getting them. And when I got home, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I just thought I'd look on Arrow's website, and they've gone. They must have totally sold out. So in the last few weeks, they've gone from having 50% left of one and 30% left of the other to none at all. So I had a look on Amazon. Amazon have sold out of one set but still have the other one. So I'm a bit on the fence at the moment. Do I go back and get them? Because I'm pretty sure if they do sell out and the prices start going up, I'll regret it, even though I'm not overly that fussed. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So I did pick up a couple of items while I was in HMV, but decided not to grab them. But also from Arrow, on their 2 for $25 deal, I got A Fish Called Wanda, a classic 80s comedy. I absolutely adore this movie. I watched it pretty much straight as I got home yesterday. The picture quality on it wasn't awful, but I thought it was not as good as it could have been. It was very, very grainy. Not the whole movie, but in a lot of the scenes you could see it was very, very grainy, but still didn't do anything to my enjoyment of the movie. I loved it and went through all the special features as well. And then the other one I got was Ronin. Both of these come with slip covers. I've actually swapped the internal artwork over on each of these. I mean, I have seen this film before, but I haven't watched this particular one just yet. Again, it's the alternative artwork. Both alternate artworks are the old original posters, I think, for the movies. But again, this isn't a great movie, this one from the 90s. Some awesome car chase scenes in that. But yeah, 2 for 25 quid, I thought that was pretty good. These two were always ones that I was going to get at some point, and I thought I might as well get them while they're still available with the slip covers. So that was it. That was everything I picked up or received in the post over the last week. I don't know what to do about those shock treatments though. If you've got one and you think they're worth getting, you know, let me know in the comments. I don't know, I might go back during the week. If they're there, who knows. If they're not, then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Ta-ra.